Are we live? Yes, yes we are. And we're being received on both ends. Congratulations. Okay, cool. Alright. So, I guess first and foremost I should do dailies. That would help. But yes, today I basically just want to do a lot of cleanup. There's a bunch of events out at the moment that I want to get ahead of. I want to get done. That way I can just kind of keep going on with other things. So yeah, that's basically what the stream is going to be. We're going to attempt to get all of everything done. I don't know if all the event like progress bars are out, so I may not be able to actually complete all of them, but we can get a big chunk out of them, and then if they decide to release, I don't know, in a few days, for example, I'll just do that on my own time. That's not a. Hello, Xavier. How you doing today? It's good to see you. I see you got Astro and Yixuan. In fact, I did. It was stressful. it was stressful, but it was fun. It was very fun. Okay, now we are going to go to.
This is the path. What brings you here this
I think we need. Oh no, she's done. Sweet. It's Monday. We get access to the weeklies. We can finish these guys. Yes. Yes, let's go. Epic. Epic, epic. Okay, cool. So yeah, I did. It was stressful. It was very fun. My whirlpools went very, very well. Fantastic. How did she come home early? Did you go for weapon as well? Maybe. I've heard she really wants her weapon. Which, you know, some would say it's good. Some would say it's bad.
Go now, child.
Doing 1 damage is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I'm unstoppable. Weakling.
I got Cardathea and Encore in a single 10-fold. Then I got the weapon. That's nice. We love to hear that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we'd love to hear that. Our faith streamers just started this. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Ketchup. I do really appreciate that. Let's do it again. Then I got the weapon. Yeah, getting to character and getting guarantee in the same temple is crazy. But yeah, I think it's it. Do you have your eyes on a different character you might want to pull for? I know WoWo released a bunch of characters all at once for like teasers and kind of like, hey, this is what we're going to be doing. I think her name's Chiori. I think she seems to be pretty popular at the moment. Yeah. Now we can go ahead and upgrade that, and we can kind of poke around with Astra, see what she needs. I don't think she's done either. I think. Question mark? So many menus.
What brings you here this time?
We can do this. We're going to. I'll do that. Unlock. Okay, cool. So Yixuan is now officially done. Except for obviously her relics are pretty abysmal. I really need to. I really need to lock in with these 3 pieces. But yeah. I don't have my eyes on anyone else so far, but I'm considering S1, S2 Cardathea. I've heard her damage. What is it? Triples at R6 when you get 6 copies. Which I don't know. But I think her S1's also really good. I honestly didn't look at her S2, but I mean, if you want to do the polls, you'll definitely not regret it. She's very strong without copies, let alone. Well, I can't even imagine her with her copy. But so Ketchup, I tried the Woo story. It's too boring. I can't. So I know you may not want to. Why are you here? That was weird. I know you may not want to, but you can skip it. And if you ever decide to come back to it later, you can watch a YouTube video or you can watch a summary. Totoro, hello, how you doing today? Nice to meet you. And ZTV, I'm training up MB. Very nice. Yeah, I spent how much energy was it? It was 8,134 energy. Trying to build the Astra and Yixuan, and I got very little anything in terms of equipment. Now, to be fair, most of that equipment did end up going to. I should probably look at my screen, see what's going on.
It's over.
Yeah, most of that energy ended up actually going to their skills and their core skills, but like still, 8,000 energy and not any good pieces, kind of crazy. Not Soldier Zero, just Ambi. I'm going to make the #1 Ambi in America. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing fantastic. I'm really excited. Woo was coming out with some really good stuff. We did her Woo was story Friday, and then we were able to, well, technically 99% the area because you can't 100% it yet. Set them up, but yeah, really excited for that. Lupa looks really sick. And then we're here in Zenless to try and catch up on all the limited time events and hopefully to get the Suibian temple significantly higher. I hope. But that's I will not know until we do it. With that said, it is Monday, which means it's Hollow Zero time. Hello, Man Gardner. How you doing today? It's good to see you. Double rewards and task force supply not her. I have 2 of these. Where's my anomaly damage? I'll definitely take that. Sure. What? We don't want that one. We want this one. Not gonna lie, Woo's beginning story is kind of boring. It gets really good really fast. I thought Woo's story was really good from the beginning. It was kind of a little hard to follow, but they had a lot of world building to do in a very short amount of time. But ever since I think it was what was chat 1.3, it was just it hit the ground running and it hasn't stopped since. So I'm all for it. But #1 Lost Void. Right. I made it. We're glad to have you. Well, true. I can't make myself care about it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. But like I said, Ketchup, with you having the new characters, eventually you might just have to skip the story to unlock the new areas to actually be able to build them properly. But that's ultimately up to you. It gets better after the Black Shores quest. I love the Black Shores quest. It was so good. Yeah. Taking any one of these that automatically defends or does a parry is really nice. It's very, very good. I don't know what I want to bring for you. Bring that one. Feels strange to not have any classes today. How have you been? I've been doing pretty good. Well, I pulled Sisona and now I think I'm skipping Kathea. Yeah. So for now, like, it's fine if you want to just chill and wait. I don't know if Sisona takes any mats from the new areas. I could be wrong. But yeah. So I'm doing fantastic. I'm really excited to stream again. Like I said, Woo was really, really good Thursday and Friday. And then today I'm hoping we finish almost everything with this game. I don't know how much there is, so I don't want to say that for certain, but we're going to do our best to take out as much as possible. I'm going to be honest, I tried Yanagi. I did not like how Yanagi plays at all. I know she's using a lot of teams, but I could never understand how she worked. Okay. So, basically, Hold on. We'll take that one. So basically how Yanagi works is I've never really seen her outside of a double anomaly team because obviously that's what she really, really excels at. But she kind of also works as a solo anomaly as well. So basically what you do is with any character you want, it doesn't really have to be Yanagi, you apply a disorder. Whatever that disorder is, doesn't matter. Then you go into Yanagi, or Yanagi could have applied it, doesn't matter. You hit her EX, which gives her a buff, which gives her one of two different stances. There you go. I'm sorry. I just woke up. Let me step back. So Yanagi has two stances, her orange and her blue. Each one of those does something different. When you hit her EX attack, she gets both of those at once. So when an enemy has an anomaly attribute, you want to hit her EX because that gives you both the buffs and it cuts her first two auto attacks, so you're only doing electric damage. Also, if you hit an enemy with an anomaly, you do disorder without having to tribute another anomaly. So she's basically taking two characters and condensing it into one, if that makes any sense. Because usually you need two anomaly characters, but you only need Yanagi because she can do it all on her own. That's why she's really good with Miyabi, because you can do Yanagi, then Miyabi immediately has her hold because of all the stacks that Yanagi gives her. And you swap back to Yanagi, Miyabi gets more stacks. You do it, and it's just an infinite cycle of Yanagi giving the stacks, Miyabi hitting it, killing everything, and you just keep going. But to be fair, I only know that much because she was my first premium character ever, so I had quite a bit to figure out what she did and what she does. And it's interesting because she applies disorder herself, you don't actually have to have another anomaly character because she does everything on her own. Hello, Hisui. How you doing today? It's been a minute. I'm really glad to see you. I got Sona. I got Carthea. I got Carthea's weapon. I have guarantee. I'm good for a while, right? Yeah, I don't blame you. I would want to be. I would want to chill too. Then again, in Zenless, I don't get to think for a while. Although they did release some new information on some enemies. Looks sick.
Waste of time.
But how have you been, Hisui? And then, Satoru, are you a day one Woowa player? I ask every Woowa player that comes into chat because I want to know. I've met one non-day one Woowa player,
Weakling.
and so the ratio is very skewed. But I would like to.
I'm unstoppable.
I want to see if any more exist.
My blade out, child. Enemies of Section 6 shall pay.
Good.
Surrender.
Oh, it's this thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, give me just a moment, chat. I'm gonna have to pay somewhat close attention to what's going on my screen.
Weakling. No room for mercy. You cannot stop me. Resistance is futile. It's over.
Okay, that's game.
Press forward.
Ugh. That was rough. Okay, hold on. Watch for that time limit. That's what really screwed me over. Right? Yeah, I was like, I should probably pay attention. As soon as I saw the red bar, I was like, I should probably pay attention to what's going on. When a perfect dodge is triggered, Hoshimi Miyabi. Ooh, I love that. Giving stacks is very nice. When the fifth attack of the basic attack combo and the Yixuan stance. Ooh. Yummy. Also, I will say Miyabi has a lot of little gimmicks in Hollow Zero that just lets her attack infinitely, and some of those she just can't be hit while she's doing it, which is really stupid. But I'm all for it, obviously, because I could just turn my brain off and do chat. Um, Good, I'm glad you're doing good, Hisui. I'm a bit annoyed because people highly recommend me Cardathea, especially because I have Seathona. Well, I mean, yes, they do go hand in hand very well. However, the good thing about supports is that you can put them on more than one team. Now, if you got Cardathea, it'd be a little different because, like, usually the DPSs aren't the ones that's flexible. It's the supports and the sustains that are the ones that flex around this DPS. So, is she really good with Cardathea? Well, yeah, but she doesn't have to solely exist with Cardathea. Uh, After graduation, I wanted to catch up on Wuwa, but it kept crashing on the PS5. It made me unable to play for a few days. That is really unfortunate. I'm yeah. Yeah, that's insane. I wanted to know if the PC has had the same difficulties. I have not had a single time. I don't think I've ever crashed when playing Wuthering Waves. I don't think I have. So no, I mean, there were some parts where Septimalt was kind of it didn't really want to work with me. Like there were just some bugs around it. But it never crashed. So I don't know if that's just I've been told that that's just Septimont being Septimont. Like there's just some bugs around the area that just kind of kills whatever you're using. Um, but and I had it was a little shaky at some parts, but it never crashed. Um, I only crashed when I stopped playing. That's a good time to crash. Someone must have been fired from me. I do love the fact, like, I don't know how many memes everyone listens to about Zenless, but the fact that Miyabi is still the best DPS in the game, and she's in her own tier after having so many DPSs come out, it makes me kind of happy. I love Miyabi. I'm glad that she's still sticking around. Um, because, like,
Weakling.
I would like to keep her around. I mean, like, I'm one of those people that still uses Dot and HSR, so, like, even if she becomes obsolete, I'm still going to use her. Like, how can you say no to this? Look how much damage she's doing!
It's over.
I hit 2 buttons with Miyabi and everyone dies. I love it. Fine. That one's not particularly useful, but fine. Okay. I really would like to just hurry up and get out of Hollow Zero because I don't know how long these events that we have to do are going to last. Uh, Miyabi being Power Crept will be an insane day. I do not know if this is true in the slightest, but I think it would be pretty smart of them to be like, okay, Miyabi's the benchmark. Let's try not to go over that. Maybe we can. It wouldn't be like super bad to have 1 or 2 characters on par with her just for like options. With that said, like, and this is what I'm talking about. That hold is an infinite. I'm just not choosing not to do it. Yeah, see, like that's an infinite, but because it's the robot, he likes to move around a lot. If it's smaller enemies, you can just stun lock them forever. It's fantastic. I don't know if they're doing this, but it would be really smart of them to be like to just be like, okay, no one's gonna be stronger than Miyabi because I would just break the game. Which again, I would like that because that means that Miyabi's never really going to go away. That and the fact that she works well with literally every playstyle in the game is really nice. If Miyabi gets power crept, it's got to be another Void Hunter. If there are any others aside from Miyabi, that is just stronger than Miyabi. So technically, in lore, I think Miyabi's the only Void Hunter that's active at the moment. Yixuan is supposed to be as strong as a Void Hunter. She's just not officially recognized. And I was actually thinking before Yixuan came out and we really knew what she did, that she would be the one to be on par with Miyabi or surpass her, because in lore she's supposed to be as strong as a Void Hunter. But I mean, even then in game, she's just not. So
Dance, dance.
I don't know.
Let's not disappoint our customers. Resistance is futile. Weakling. Purging slash. Yeah. My blade is already sheathed. Scatter. Mind and body.
Those 2D animations in the ultimates are sick.
Waste of time.
They're very, very, very nice. That's diabolical.
You're done. No room for mercy. You cannot stop me. Go play.
Woo!
My heart is a mirror.
I love Miyabi, she's very strong. Those 2D animations in the ultimate, they are very nice. I love this game. This game is very well made. We all thought Yixuan was going to be stronger than Miyabi when we saw her, I can guarantee. I definitely thought they were going to try and make her like on par, if not better. But again, I'm fine with Miyabi being the strongest in the game. But I also wouldn't be opposed to like a few characters being on par with her, just because like some people may not like being forced to take, well, forced is a bit of a strong word, but feeling like if they're not playing Miyabi, they're obviously losing out on damage and time, and that's really important for endgame. Because even when I do endgame, it's like, okay, which side's going to be harder, because that's going to be the side that Miyabi's going to be on, and then it's not going to be hard anymore. But like even then, like I'm pretty confident. My Evelyn team has gotten a lot stronger, thanks to Trigger. So like, it's not super far lagging behind, because before then it was my Evelyn team was kind of kind of bad. But now she's better, and I'm confident in that team to also carry its own weight. So now once I get the Yixuan team going and flowing, we'll actually be fine, and then I'll be able to actually do Deadly Assault, because Deadly Assault kind of sucks. I'll take that. Heck yeah. Okay, here, I'll pull a card for you. I wanted to skip her and get Lupo, but, well. So, Ketchup, she's not a must-pull. Not by a long shot.
Don't be afraid.
If you want to get Lupo, save for Lupo. I was considering saving for M6. I very rarely, and I mean very, very, very rarely, pull for copies of characters. If I have enough pulls and Miyabi reruns, I might do it. She's that strong. And I just really like playing her. Like, she's my most used character. Since I've got her. Like, by far. It's not even close. So,
Weakling.
yeah. I don't know if I would want to, because saving for an M6 takes a really, really long time. Assuming you lose every 50-50, which hopefully you don't. That's a lot of pulls. Like, that's... And by the time you get her, you would have missed out on so many, like, Polychrome not being able to do anything, because you don't pull for characters, so you can't do, like, Deadly Assault, you can't do... I would assume half of Suibian defense, because you don't get very many free DPS options. So yeah, it would be interesting to try. But... As long as you have the character, that saves you a bit of time. Well, right, like, if I were to do it, I already have the character. I would just have to go for the copy. I wouldn't have to save up... I don't know how many pulls it would take. But yeah. Ketchup, I'm curious, who are you talking to that's telling you all of these things. I like the shielded damage. Sure, all those were actually pretty good. Usually the shop's kind of like, here's a decent one, and then the rest of the ones are going to bleed your HP from your arms.
Your fate is
Oh, it's this thing.
Go now, child. Surrender.
Enemies of Section 6 shall pay. It's over.
let despair fester.
No room for mercy.
I'm not
My
talking
blade
because
is
I'm
already
focusing, chat. I apologize.
You cannot stop.
Waste of time. Such provocations don't go unanswered. It's over.
Can you see? The light
We're gaming.
is but one step away.
Hello, Percy. It may take you just a moment to get to people's messages because this thing resists Miyabi, so I have to actually focus. So
Mind and body. Weakling.
Victory, the only option.
Unstoppable. It's over.
Kindly fall into despair.
Waste of time. Enemies of Section 6 shall pay. My blade is already sheathed.
Go now, child.
Yep.
Are you seeing it? Banished.
Perimeter under control.
I can be everywhere.
okay, I have survived. Blech. I survived, chat. Okay, let me start with these guys. I joined the ZCC during Miyabi's banner, and while Haramas was free, that's a pretty good time to start. Like getting a free 5-star Haramas, I haven't seen much of, but I know it's pretty solid. Unfortunately, at the time that we got him for free, I only had electric build and then corn, so like I could not handle another electric unit because I was already so like mismanaged into one element, and I was starting to feel it, chat. So unfortunately, I didn't end up building him, but pretty solid nonetheless. With that said, we're finally free of our weeklies, I think. Unless it wants me to keep looking at things that I don't want to look at. What? Wait, what is it wanting me to look at here? Huh? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Task force. You betcha. I think that that's really cool. Giving you select characters to try and use, and then giving you bonuses for it. Very nice. Okay, now we need to get these out of the way. Play a game at Godfinger. Okay. And then we're going to finally start on these quests, the limited time events, because that's what we're streaming for, chat. Yeah, hello, Percy. How you doing today? I saw your profile picture, and I wanted to at least tell you hi while I was fighting for my life.
This beautiful day with a win?
The priest has ice resistance, by the way, so it does. However, Miyabi still does more damage than, like, the other two. Yanagi will hit harder as long as you have the attribute going. So it's just kind of up to how long it wants to sit still for you to apply attribute. But yes, it does have ice resistance. Miasma Priest isn't that bad. It isn't the worst. Honestly, the worst thing is that it resists Miyabi, but because of Miyabi, it still does damage. And hello, Race. How you doing? It's good to meet you. Hope you're having a good day. I spent an hour trying again and again because I kept one-shotting my Yanagi. In the end, I had to get rid of the 3-minute 30s timers thingy. I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. The miasma can be a little tricky. I know that it. Well, there we go. I know that if you save Yanagi's ult for when it does its thing, you can kind of take it a little faster. But regardless, what you do, it's going to be slightly challenging. And you guys saw what I did. I just bullied it with Miyabi until it died. Like, that's all I did. I didn't do anything interesting. But yeah, so... Racer, are you a day one ZZZ player or no? Okay, so then onto Twitch chat. So basically, Ketchup, you're talking to your friends and they're telling you to pull for her because she's extremely powerful, and I have Seasona Carnathy is an easy pull, and I have the strongest team ready. So how long is that sentence going to be true, may I ask? How long is that going to be the strongest team? Not to say that, like, Kuro's going to immediately power creep Seasona or anything, but, like, you don't want her, so you probably shouldn't get her. Even if she's strong, not playing a character you don't like is going to make you not want to play the game even more. Because at the end of the day, it's a game. It's supposed to be fun. You've already told me you don't really care too much about endgame, and that's really what you would be pulling not Seasona. Cardathia's best team for. So, like, sure. But if you don't want her, don't, like, force yourself to get her. Because, you know, the game's supposed to be fun. Play a character you like. Okay. I think it's... At some point, I'm gonna lose. At some point, I'm gonna lose. Unless it keeps giving me time. I really hope Luca works well with Changli and Brant. I'm really excited for Lupa. I was kind of like meh, you know, when she was like being released. But now that I've seen her in story, I really like the character. I'm really excited to see what goes on with her in the story. Probably, I mean, I can't pull for her because I don't have the pulls. But I am really excited to talk to people who do end up pulling her. I'm in the top 17% chat. And then we can kind of discuss how good she is. Because, like, her weapon, one of the best weapons in the game. Her weapon looks super sick. Okay, and then we're going to go... I still don't know what a Wish event is, so... I'm thinking about it. If she is a Fusion main DPS. I think Lupa... I don't know. I've heard that Lupa's a support, but I could be wrong because I don't look at leaks actively. I thought on skipping Luca. I have him with my Cardathea. Right? Well, I mean, Xavier, you should be relatively fine for quite a while. But yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go back. I'm pretty sure Lupa's a support. That's what I've heard. But again, she's not yet, so like maybe. But I have heard that she's a support. I was excited since I draw her trip marketing. I love the tail. Gotcha. What am I supposed to do? cannot read. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what I was supposed to. I don't know what I did. I just talked to the great text box. There we go. Okay. Oh, they changed the button for the camera. What's the button for the camera now? It's L. Yeah. And because the anniversary event is over, and well, it's not over, but like I've gotten all the stuff that I want to get out of it, I'm going to go back to the whole, I'm only going to pull when I have guaranteed character and weapon. So that is super nice. The good thing about Wuthering Waves is I always, when I say for Hoyo, I have to take into account that you can actually lose the weapon. I don't have to take that into account when it's Wuthering Waves, because you can't lose the weapon. So I would be able to pull more frequently on Wuwa than I would be on, you know, this. We do not want to. You get back here right now, hey, man. You stop that right now. No, you're going 20 hours. Actually, I'll set them out to go for now. I'll set them out to go for an hour now, and then by the end of stream, either we'll have this upgraded and we'll want them somewhere else, or, okay, hold on, no. I want you going for an hour. You get back here right now. Hour. There we go. Okay, cool. So now they're going to be doing that thing. It's not going to matter. There's a dog in Luminous Scare named Fried Chicken. I love this game. It has so many, like, little things. I love it. Like, there's a cat, and I think it's also in Luminous Square, that also just has a knife. It doesn't obviously show the knife, because, like, but it does actively talk about the fact that it has a knife. It's very funny. It's in an alleyway. I don't remember, like, the exact location of it, but, yeah, it's in an alleyway. Cat has a knife. I will either attempt M6 Soldier Zero or M6 Miyabi, whichever comes first. No, my Soldier Zero is M1W1. Gotcha. But yeah, we love Zenless. Zenless is fantastic. Okay, which one of you? Okay, see, we've already gotten another one. We need plain robes crafted, which we're doing now. So that'll just take a minute. And then we'll be able to level this up. Sweet. Okay, cool. So that means in the meantime, we'll actually be able to start on a quest. On a limited time event, whichever one's going to be done sooner. That's the one I care about more. Hollow Zero. What do you want? I only care about these two things. I only care about these. This would probably be useful, but I just don't. That's 2,000. It's 2,000. I don't know. Okay, so now we're actually going to go into this. I could do Deadly Assault, but it's so. It's not that bad. If I had 3 teams, it probably wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Okay, we're going to do this one first, because this one's going to run out of time first. Maybe he's a PubSec version of Puss in Boots? That would be kind of funny. There is actually, if you... I don't think it's been bigger. I think it's just a weekly thing, where... What? There's the weekly quest where you basically get an NPC or a character to help do an option. There is a bear that wants to give chicken to Chicken Nugget, and I love that. Maybe it is the PubSec version of Puss in Boots. It could be. Maybe Mr. Mimi is actually Mr. Mimi is the version of Puss in Boots. I don't know. Yeah, PubSec's great. I love PubSec. All right, we're gonna get all these limited time events done. I don't actually think so. It would be nice though, because I have like actual quests to do now, which is the first time I've had quests to do in Zenless in a long time. Because I just do them all. Cat does have knife. Cat does come strapped. All my M6 Ambi, I have M6 Nicole and M6 Billy. Give me my Ambi already, right? I am waiting, chat. I am waiting for S-Rank Billy. The amount of lore that he has that can be explored is insane. Like, they have been setting it up setting him up, sorry, since Caledon came out. And where's my M6 Billy? Where's my S rank Billy? Give him to me now. I want Billy. I want to see Septimont too, but don't want to do the story. I mean, Ketchup, you got two options. Skip it, or don't do Septimont. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was like, huh? Former? Why is this blue? Oh, because it's ha 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 ha. I think Billy would have rocket launchers in his palms. But I would not put it past Billy. At all. I love Billy. He's great. Regular recruitment? I don't think I care about these. I don't think I do. No, I don't. I don't think I do. Anyway, we care about. I don't want to. See, this is another reason why I want to do. I streamed this today because I want to have time to do these. But so when this is done, we'll be able to start that adventure, and we'll be able to go from there. Oh, it's a holographic quest. Duh. But yeah, like I don't like the amount when you do the quest where you're kind of starting to be introduced to Section 6, and Ambi, like the Cunning Hairs, meet with Miyabi and them in the outer ring. Billy and Ambi immediately stand on business, and they just like stop circling us. We're good at this. This is not gonna happen. And then Nicole, it's just kind of like her. What? I love those two. That story quest is really good, but like the amount of power that Nicole has working for her, and their A ranks is crazy. I'm so ready for S rank Billy. Wait, are you just telling me how to play Yixuan? I know how to play Yixuan.
What brings you here?
Fufu's here. Now it's my turn.
Do you want me to? What's the budget for this?
How about a reading before we go?
This is okay, cool. Her? But yeah, I'm so excited for S rank Billy because like they have set him up so much, and I want to see him so bad. Like, dude. Okay, I hope. Wait, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to trigger ultimate. Okay.
Weasel's attempting a sneak attack.
You lack train. Focus.
So I basically just need a crap ton of adrenaline.
You caught him.
Okay. The Craft the team comp is incorrect. I need to swap. I need to swap the panda. Okay, there we go.
Let's make this quick. Evil shall be purged.
It looks so sick every time I see it. It looks awesome. So sick. Is the new element Yixuan uses another version of Ether element, or is it just... So it's kind of like Miyabi's Frostburn, where it's a derivative of ice, whereas Yixuan's is a derivative of Ether, yes. So... I need to swap to Painters. Because I need Yixuan to be the one to immediately follow up after the panda. Ah. Why does Yixuan need HP though? Because her sheer force scales with HP and attack. That's why. What? Oh, this is okay. Hold on. This is I forgot. This is whole new characters. Hold on, I'm gonna... Crap. What is this? Okay. Okay, cool. So we need to trigger... Okay. Okay.
I can help you.
Today's read. Now it's my turn.
What brings you here
This
this
is
time?
probably the
Allow me to
incorrect way to
watch
put
over
the
you.
team. I just need the Panda to
Are we
follow up
heading out?
Yixuan like really
Let me
badly.
cook some food.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why. Her sheer force, which is where a lot of her stuff comes from, scales with HP and attack percent. More so with HP, that's why the HP stats like yellow if you were to inspect the character.
Last breath.
There we go. I mean, we're getting 600 decibels for each defeated enemy. We'll get our ult relatively quickly.
Time for an appetite. Breaking through. Exclusive recipe made.
I should have done his ult first.
Concentrate. What a nuisance.
There we go, chat. We got 2 ults. As long as he doesn't die.
Your fate
Good.
is sealed.
Oh, by the way, with Cardathia's weapon and the way I have her built, she has 40k HP, 65 crit rate, and 250 crit damage. That is more crit rate than any character I have. That is big
Let's
epic.
make this quick.
Yeah, that's very nice.
An opening.
Like, I know she's very strong. Very, very, very strong.
Shall be purged.
So,
Have a taste of the
and Cardathia isn't even finished yet, right? Right, that's the glory of it. She's not even done. But yeah, I didn't expect that. I forgot that these quests exist and they come up pretty regularly. It is nice though. I really need money. I'm kind of broke now after I upgraded, you know, Yixuan with 3 months worth of energy in the span of 3 hours. But yeah, my Yixuan is not anywhere close to built, which is kind of sad. Okay. Vivian, what? I don't care about that. I want Vivian stuff. Trigger A Bloom. Oh. How do I trigger A Bloom? That's not helpful. Chat, we might be cooked. I don't know how to trigger A Bloom.
You have my complete support.
Oh, okay, never mind. You know, I just figured out how to do it.
Awaiting orders.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Vivian is at your command.
I only, without her weapon, she only has 19 to 20k. I'm assuming you mean HP, which, without her weapon, having the amount of HP she has, is kind of nuts.
Secure the perimeter.
Okay, so then I should probably have put Vivian second. Yeah, I think that's insane. Did I trigger? I didn't trigger it once. Probably because I died too fast. Probably what it was, but still not epic. Okay, we're gonna just beat up on this guy so that we can get energy for the team. That. Is that A Bloom? I might be cooked. I do not know what A Bloom looks like.
Leave everything to me. Resistance is futile. Secure the perimeter.
Like, I understand how Anomaly works. The small fry just die really, really fast, and then you have... It did work. The small fry just died really fast, so it's really hard to get. Because the Unagi automatically detonates. But that's probably because I put Vivian last, thinking that she would be the anchor, which she wasn't. So I just swapped those two, and then I should be good. Okay. We want... And then Vivian, and then...
Good day, Vivian. Is at your
So I'm actually curious. How do you guys make your team? Because I was looking at Reddit a few days ago, and it was like, usually they have, like, a sub-DPS kind of shielder, like that kind of thing here. Main DPS support. Or, yeah, main DPS shielder support. No one really puts the support first. I'm like the only one that I've noticed that does that. Is that just because it's wrong? Or is just because the teams that I play specifically want, like... Because with my Rena team, Rena hits one left click, she gets her buff, immediately go to Yanagi, and then go crazy. Okay, so I have to apply A Bloom 3 times. Cool.
Oh my.
Not over there. Not to those enemies.
Roger. Resistance is futile.
I have Steph in the middle, so he gets shielded the DPS. I gotcha.
Don't touch me.
Supporting.
Bro's aura farming right now. I mean, that's what Zenless is. With all the like the timestamps and the stopping, it's very, very visually appealing. If only Vivian got slightly more energy. Okay, we do have the thing triggered, so we don't have to worry about it going forward.
A solid hit.
Best cereal, Frosted Flakes.
Not worth my time. Keep your tongue, you know.
You asked me that a while
Keep
ago,
my dress
Percy.
dirty and you'll pay.
Are you a cereal aficionado?
Secure the correctly. Such provocations
That was a waste.
don't go unanswered.
Never mind, we got him.
Surrender. Evasive action.
I'm a cereal leveler? I gotcha.
Keep your eyes open.
I have Seth in the middle, so he gets the shield to the DPS. That makes sense. Maybe if I... Do I have Seth? I don't think I have Seth. If I do, he's level 1. I don't think I have a shielder. That's actually inaccurate. I have Ben. I don't think he actually applies a shield. So, lightly mischievous, slightly inaccurate. Frosted Flakes are bangers. I admittedly don't eat too much cereal. I like eggs a lot. Eggs are really good. Pop-Tarts are kind of a quick and easy thing if you have Pop-Tarts. But occasionally, Frosted Flakes, absolutely. Lucky Charms are also good. I've always wanted to try a Pop-Tart. They're pretty good. I would recommend the fudge. The strawberry's kind of okay. The s'mores is pretty good, but that's kind of you like it or you don't. Yeah, they're just like, you're running late, take the wrapper, eat it while you're going to work, and you're good to go. Like, that's the best thing Pop-Tarts are for. They're not like super filling, but they're also like, they don't taste bad, in my opinion. We don't have them here. I gotcha. And they're definitely not worth trying to find them and get them to where you are. Not in the slightest. I got a title for something. Oh, yeah, because I have a title now. What is my title? Covenant of Purification. Oh, cool. I don't know if I'm ever going to change my title, but there's characters that apply shields. Yeah, so there's this whole character type called Shield right there that apply shields. he also is a shielder, but they don't always apply shields. Sometimes they do other things. Caesar's the best representation of she is really good for sustain, because the only character that like air quote heals conventionally is Astra. But yeah, so like shielders do actually apply shield. Seth does this. Where is Seth? Do I have Seth and I didn't realize it? I do. He's level 10. So Seth also defense. It is called defense. I just see the shield icon because I don't use the class at all. It is, but it is called defense. That's my fault.
I own
But yeah, so defense. Eggs bros rich? Not really. Okay, cool. So we're almost done with this one. We have these three, and then the three up there. So we're getting close. When triggering a chain attack, increase crit damage of the whole squad by 70%, and then 200 decibels. This is gonna be Evelyn, isn't it?
Hey, don't look down.
You betcha it is. All right, we're cooking with gas now, gamers. I know how to use this key. I know how to play this key. I'm so excited.
Relax. You're in good hands.
Brother, level 1 soldier 11, level 1 grace, and level 1 Haramasa. Please train your. Wait, what? What? Yeah, no. Why would I want it? No, hold on, Xavier, hold on. Let me explain. Soldier 11, I got for the free, S rank anniversary. So I haven't had it very long. Level 1 grace, I got when we summoned for Yixuan and Astra. So I didn't have resources to build them at all. And then Haramasa, I got him when they gave him out for free. And I already mentioned earlier, I had way too many electric characters for me to even consider building him, because I was running into a lot of electric resistant enemies, and to build more electric when all I'm fighting resist electric was not a good idea. That, and it's like, why would I build them when I don't plan on using them?
Here we go. Yeah. Boom. Wow.
It's like, and they're good. I'm not saying they're bad. I just don't need them. Like, I literally picked Grace so that I can have Grace unlocked. But that's it. Otherwise, that's really it.
Let my song move everyone. Get lost. Keep down.
There we go.
Watch. Don't blink now.
But yeah,
Just
so
finishing the jump.
sorry guys, I'm not gonna
Your
build them.
journey.
I thought about building Grace for like a bit because I have a lot of anomaly, and I'm kind of interested to see how she works with Miyabi, but it's also just not worth it at all. Maybe after I'm able to consistently clear Deadly Assault, I might, but until then. I have to go now, unfortunately, but thank you for the stream. Thank you for stopping by, Man Gardner. It was nice talking to you. It's always fun. Finally doing those simulated tower thingies. I'm actually not. This is an event, Percy. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I actually do want to go back to that. I want to try it with Yixuan. Because now I have Astra, so I have sustain. Because before I did that, I didn't have any sustain at all, so I basically just couldn't get hit or I'd lose the run. You could very least get the master tapes. I don't. And this may be the incorrect take. I don't honestly know. I don't think it's worth, especially in Zenless, because this game is so resource heavy. I don't think it's worth, like, upgrading these guys if you don't plan on using them. Sure, you do get, like, 3 pulls, but 3 pulls, and how it costs, like, what, 2.4 million Mora to Denny's to upgrade a character. Not to mention the fact that you usually don't have the stuff readily stockpiled because it's really hard to get it stockpiled.
Take me along.
Like, I don't have any of it stockpiled. Granted, I did just upgrade two S-rank characters to max. So it's like, is 4 pulls worth 2.8 million Denny's and a crap ton of XP? Assuming you have it stockpiled, usually you don't, which means you have to then spend energy to get these resources to then upgrade them further. In my opinion, it's not.
If you need help, call me anytime.
Especially since I could also understand it if you don't have the selector yet where you could get a free pity character if your luck has just been really bad, you don't have Rena yet, I could understand that. But I do have Rena. And I have the selector, so it's just not... Like, it's not worth it. Because I would much rather put time into Astra and Yixuan than, I don't know, Anton. Anton's fun. But, like, Anton is not... It's not Yixuan. You know? No. Also, y'all should have seen my HSR. At one point, before I started actually, like, streaming and making content, I had 132 standard pulls from doing, like, div and stuff on HSR. Because I just forgot about them. Like, it's not a big deal. My HSR is bricked. What happened?
Hey, don't look down. Is the concert starting? You want to test?
I'll protect. It's my duty to protect the asset.
The stage will be mine.
Okay, hold on, chat. Why did it take my ukulele? I would like to do this with just Evelyn, but it's not happening. Let me out. Anti AoE dealers. Ah, I see. I'm still gonna try and force it with Dot, but you know. But yeah, that is rough, unfortunately.
Asset confirmed. You have my...
Hey, don't look down on me.
I'll protect you from any... Relax. You're in good hands.
I feel like my
I'll
Evelyn's
protect
better.
you from... It's my duty to protect the asset.
I think it is actually. And if I were to actually, you know, remember to refine Snap, my Snap would be better than this one. Okay, cool. There we go.
Here we go. Come on, try harder.
I honestly completely have not looked at what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to trigger chain attacks, but this is so easy with Astra, it's not even funny.
Crush 'em. How about some music? Time for a hammering.
But yeah, basically, since the Herdas come out, like, the Herdas turned into my Miyabi, where it's like, this is slightly challenging. Get him. Like, that's basically all this has been. Which is kind of unfortunate, because, like, I really like Dot. I still try to force Dot to work. But yeah, it's... The content's getting harder. That is definitely true.
Get to safety.
My turn.
Ah, you stinky miasma.
I'll cover you. Nothing.
I tried Crystals of Atlan yesterday, and to be honest, I'd prefer to have HSR. Gotcha. Yeah. Is that a new gotcha game?
Safety is mandatory.
Is that a new gotcha game? I haven't heard of that one yet.
Finishing the job.
I'm pretty sure a new one came out recently. I unfortunately didn't know about it until like 5 minutes before starting stream. My Miyabi being Casters, that's fair. Casters is probably a good one to pick that for. But yeah, I love Evelyn. I'm kind of upset that all of my teams want Astra. I don't think Astra's ever gonna go on my anomaly team just because Rena's made specifically for that one team. She's never gonna probably leave it. But like, complete Tantalize lines. Okay, when Hugo... Oh, this is Hugo now. Sweet. So, I'm assuming it's a turn-based gotcha game? Yeah? Hugo? You betcha, it's Hugo season, baby. Okay, I don't know how to play Hugo. Trigger totalizing at least twice. Okay, cool. I can maybe do that.
I shall follow your orders.
Ooh. Ooh, double stun. Yippee! I like these characters. These are
Ready
this
to
could be
roll out.
fun.
Please forgive me for
I do like it.
stealing the moonlight.
Yiga's voice actor is very good. The only problem with Castrus is that she drains everyone's HP and not even Bailu can heal enough. Yeah. I've heard that Luocha's her best. I don't know if that's true or not, because obviously I don't have her. I can't test that. Also, Crystal Atline is not turn-based. Okay. Yeah, just use Luocha. There we go. Some people don't have Luocha. I am one of those. I don't have Luocha. But yeah. So. I would... Who? Are you being serious?
I'll write the ending to your nightmare.
Don't look straight at the moon. Evade now.
Did I just... No?
All right.
Did I? Huh? Oh, I see what it is. Okay, I played it wrong. I gotcha.
Truth is a beloved fairy tale. Scram
Okay.
before I get
If I do that, and it triggers Totalized. Okay, I understand how this works now.
Only for Master Proxy.
I also don't know how to use lighter, so I'm going to heavily rely on Lycon. Don't know how to use it.
Please.
I'll write the
You
ending
deal with
to
the
your
skill here,
nightmare.
unfortunately.
Get
Yep.
behind me.
Time to hunt.
Truth is a
Xavier,
beloved
right?
fairy
That's
tale.
kind of... How do you...
Keep up.
Luocha, the guy with the coffin that walks around the Lafu, like, all the time. I forgot how fun lighter
I'll
is.
write the ending to your
Yeah,
nightmare.
like Luocha, the blonde guy with the coffin.
Prostrate yourself before
Oh.
the abyss.
Say no. With this power.
Truth
Yeah.
is a beloved fairy
Man, my game is under maintenance again. What game are you talking about? Percy, are you talking about... Surely not Wuthering Waves. I don't know why I said the full name. Okay, let's go. I'm only getting a lot of Denny Snapchat, but when I go to the events page, Etheria Restart. I've also heard of that one. That one's been popping up on my feed quite a bit. Is that one fun? Actually trigger totalized, totally free time. I'm pretty sure Lighter's a better unit at applying stun. I just don't know how to use
Wish
it.
you were
But I'm
fabulous, you
kind of
wish.
just... It's good. Gotcha. I've heard a lot of good things about it. That's dangerous saying this around these parts. I mean, probably, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. Allow me to reap your soul.
Rest if needed.
Should I have
There'll be no use
probably
to
done that
anyone.
on a really weak enemy? Probably not. Am I going to keep doing it? Yes. Except I don't have the means of doing it again.
As you wish.
Understood.
There we go. It's true though. Yeah. I mean, I'll take your word for it. Yeah. I obviously have not played it, so I cannot disprove that statement.
Be gone.
Oh, come on. Hit him. Not that one. The other one.
Truth is a beloved fairy tale.
Oh my god. Thank you.
I'll write the ending to your nightmare. Let the party begin.
My Bailu is only healing 820 HP. How is it that little?
Incoming threat.
Truth is a beloved fairy tale.
Totalize. Boink.
Say no more.
I have iframes when I hit my EX attack. It's a funny little button.
Be gone. Come on, stay calm now.
Heads for flowers that bloom in the abyss. Let order
Okay.
and madness
I know. Chat's speaking. I need to. Unfortunately, I have to pay a little bit of attention to what I'm doing. So as soon as this is done, I'll be able to reach out again. I promise.
Eliminate any obstacles.
I'll write the ending to your nightmare.
That was a lot of damage. Oh wow. Okay, that hit really hard. It's true though. My Vailu. Yeah, I don't know how your Vailu's healing. Yeah, I would check her relics and see if you have healing pain stat or her traces maybe. Hello Neo, how you doing today? Well, I'm all caught up on the story now. I have both Astra and Yixuan with the W engine. I got both Pultra and Panda at M6. So now I'm just doing dailies and waiting for patches. It was fun. Right? That is a very, very solid team. So this unlocks in 17 hours. Gotcha, okay. So now we just have to do these 3, and then I'm done with this event. I need to actually remember to do whatever, I don't know, what is this event called? Fighting in the what? Holographic onslaught. Okay, cool. Cool. Fantastic. Sweet. Okay, now we do the bosses and then we're done with this event. We go on to the next one. You go again. Avoiding TCG and WUWA. I haven't heard anything about the TCG, so I don't know. I don't have any expectations for it because I just don't know what it is. But okay, okay. When an agent uses a chain attack ultimate, all agents gain 1 stack. 1 out of 3 stacks of acuity. Each stack increases damage dealt by 5% and decibel generation rate by 10%, stacking up to 10 times. When any character takes damage, 5 stacks. Ugh. Probably because you have a counter mechanic. But so chain attack all. Cool. Okay. I can do that. Imagine how fun ZZZ multiplayer would be, ganging up on a sacrifice or something. There's supposed to be some variation of multiplayer coming out permanently. Although I expect that one to be like more of the Bang Boo like minigame things that they've been putting out. But regardless, it would be fun. But yeah, because I don't know how they would do that. Because like in Zenless, or not Zenless, in Genshin, if you have someone join your world, they take a character slot. So it's like, can you imagine like 3 people just picking Miyabi and then just going for it? That would be really strong. But then you'd also wouldn't have any stun whatsoever, and you wouldn't have any buffs because like supports wouldn't be a thing. I should be able to do all my dailies in Genshin, HSR, and ZZZ now in about an hour or so. Then jump to other games for the rest of the day. It takes an hour? How? 3 Miyabis? I mean, 3 Miyabis kill literally anything in the game. There's no questions. But like, I'm trying. Neo, what do you do that takes an hour? New week. I mean, yeah, the weekly stuff. Yes, but I don't know. They said dailies, and that kind of like threw me for a loop. But yes.
Careful.
I would prefer to get the other one out of the way.
What a nuisance. Shit. Watch out.
I got hit. That's GG's.
Watch this move.
Yeah.
Take that.
Also, I just have to beat the stage. This is so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. There we go. Do you see the hot swap chat so I would get Yixuan to come in again?
Swift yet still.
That's pretty cool. All three probably adding in. Oh, gotcha. Okay, if that's okay, because I was like, you just said dailies, and I was thinking in my head like, HSR's. If you just convert it into the Abyss coin, it takes seconds, and then Zenless takes seconds. So I was like, my brain just didn't work that moment. Biabi rerun when? Probably not for a minute. Although they have kind of rerun quite a few characters, so I'm hoping we get her soon. I hope. Also, I would love to see these stats. What are these stats? No, I want to inspect the stats.
Allow me to watch over you.
Yeah, hers is definitely better than mine. Although mine will hit a lot harder. But yeah, her crit rate's definitely better.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Yeah. Real. I mean, I haven't played Genshin in a while, let alone do the Abyss in a long time. So I don't even know what that's like anymore. Hello, Nam. How you doing today? It's good to meet you. I have Yixuan just one roll. Very lucky, very nice. You do love to see that. I need to remember to hit E and not hit shift when I see the golden glow.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah. Now are you a new player? New player is getting this character for the first time. It's gonna be insane. Okay, I don't have any energy, so I can't. Yep, parry. Oh, that's unfortunate. I lost all my stacks. I'm so sad.
Disappointing.
There we go.
Yet still. As decreed. Your fate
We
is
love this character. Oh, and he dodged my attack. Sweet. Ow. When I saw Miyabi, I then thought it was the anniversary. That would have been pretty cool to have Miyabi rerun for anniversary, but then it'd be like, we wouldn't literally, no one would want to pull on the new characters at all. Because Miyabi's just that strong. And she's that popular, actually. She's just insanely good.
Let's make this quick.
Okay, there we go. When I saw Miyabi, right. Do I care about S rank? Does it give me anything for doing S rank? I don't think I do. I do not. Aha. Cool. That means we can do this, and then that's all I care about. Okay, this one actually going to be really hard. I'm not good about countering this guy at all. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting.
Leave it to me.
I'm curious, how many people in chat play Genshin, like, semi-regularly? Okay, I'm gonna have to start using you. Like, I'm getting hit too much.
Let's make this quick.
Waiting for the game that's just easy combat but Genshin exploration. That would be pretty sick. Although I don't know how on earth you would chose that. I mean, actually, I think you're just getting into Wuwa territory because, like, it's just open world exploration with
Out of the way.
hot swapping, which Zenless or Wuthering Waves has, and then you also throw in the fact that you can counter, which Wuwa also has. So, you're basically just asking for Wuthering Waves.
Great.
Yeah, Trigger's not here for me to abuse her early mechanic.
Let's make this quick. Swift
Okay,
yet
cool.
still. As decreed. Evo.
I do.
Charge.
I play Genshin for about 5 minutes doing dailies, and then there's an event I get off. Gotcha, okay. So, then is it still fun?
Watch this move.
Like, I mean, like, exploration good, story good, characters pretty good that are coming out, like that kind of thing. Genshin feels plain. Ow.
Leave it to me.
Well, there goes all my stacks.
What a nuisance. Your fate is sealed.
Oof. Yeah, I got hit too many times. I didn't have any buffs going into that. I know I did bad on that one. But if there's no polychroma, I really don't care. Yes, and there's no polychrome for me to get, so I really don't care about getting the S ranks. And this will unlock in a few days, in a day. I'll be able to get that. And like getting one of these is actually really huge. I love getting those. So I'll get 40 more polychrome from there. Okay, fantastic. Which means which one ends next? 20-day UN next. Okay, now we're gonna go into this one. After playing ZZZ and Wuwa, Genshin feels slow. I gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of Billy, here he is.
Manager, you're here too. Billy and Nicole?
Hiring the cunning hares for a ride doesn't come cheap, you know. My connections catch wind of everything. Word on the street was that they dug up a mech, possibly from the old
You're just here to see if there's something in it for you, huh? Boss, didn't we overhear this at the noodle shop? You were even doubting it at first.
Billy! Ugh, I should have brought Anby instead.
Oof, that's crazy. Classic.
Classic Nicole.
I wonder if Nicole's ever going to get an S rank. Because it's like, Billy has the backstory for it. Ambi clearly had the backstory for it, but we didn't really know too much about that at the time. And then, like, Nikomata's already at S rank. Billy it right.
I knew it. EOS matters more to you than I do.
Not at all. Anyway, Anton should have
Yeah.
given you a clear rundown of
Anywho.
that, right?
It was pretty clear, considering that it was coming from
The poor thing isn't trying to cause trouble. It's just going through something all machines when it's out of its comfort zone, it becomes impatient, loses control, and spirals into random fits of rage.
Just a malfunction.
What you're describing sounds like some kind of emergency defense system malfunction.
That's
I do
just
really
an
like
external
Grace.
factor.
I like it.
What's more
Literally
important
every
is
character in
that
this game
you
has
need
been
to show
really
that
well
she's a
made.
little more loved,
There's
don't
not a
you?
character that... There's not a time when a character comes on screen and I'm like, oh, they're here. it's always really fun to see every character just
It took me
do
a lot of
something.
work to override its defense protocols and calm it down for now. Even Sweet Pea is completely exhausted from helping out. She's still sleeping.
Shh. Don't let her hear that. The repair costs, labor fees. We've got a lot of numbers to crunch for this one.
Poor Ben.
Don't worry, Ben. With the proxy's help, this mech could end up being...
I thought I was just going to adolescent syndrome.
It's just following pre-programmed instructions to go berserk. It hasn't actually developed self-awareness. It's meant to be piloted, but right now, it's running entirely on preset
So wouldn't it be
commands.
easier to just say, hey, Fairy, override?
You'll understand once you see it for yourself. It's sleeping in our warehouse right now.
Whenever I see Chico, I get pissed off. No reason why, and I have. That's an. Did you feel that way when you were pulling for him, or is that a recent development?
Ooh, I'm coming.
Interesting.
We could totally sell
Recent?
this mech to the military
Interesting.
and
Yeah,
make a fortune. You guys should let the cunning hairs
That's quite
in on
interesting.
this. Billy's a mech expert.
Boss, I just like reading mech comics. But this mech does look kind of familiar. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It was from a comic. What was the name again? It's about a Bangbu scientist. Oh, the story must have been too cliche. I can't.
Don't sell yourself short, Bill.
It's possible this mech's owner is a Bangbu. You all saw it just now. An adult wouldn't be able to fit in there. Even Sweet Pea wouldn't fit. That's
Well,
why
time to
I
get
asked
Eos.
the proxy to bring Eos along.
Grace, is the mech's defense...
Sharp as always, Proxy. Ever since it was dug up, its defense protocols have been running non-stop, which means it's currently on the path of constantly going...
Why'd you suddenly move so far away?
I just thought... Isn't it getting kind of late?
Yeah.
Ambi and Nickel
Ambi has
are still
backstory.
waiting
Billy
for us.
has some backstop.
we should
It just feels like Nicole's
out.
just there for the ride. So I do find the irony in it, where it's like, Nikomata was the only S rank in the Cunning Hairs, but Ambi is a seasoned combat specialist. Billy was the most terrifying thing you could run into in the Outer Ring, and then Nikomata's an S rank, and then you have Nicole. So I thought it was really, really cool, and really funny, the irony between that. But now, excuse me. But now Ambi has an S rank, and Billy, I hope, gets one eventually, because Billy deserves one. But yeah. I feel like Nicole at some point will get something, because, like, she does know how to run a business, because, like, the Cunning Hairs are able to eat and stay somewhere. And she's a really good support. But,
Relax. We've still got
yeah, I don't know.
time before
Maybe
this
we'll
kid
get something
explodes.
on her eventually, because, like, we got something on Ambi. They built up Billy. I mean, Nikomata may or may not get something, I don't know. But
couldn't
yeah, I
fully
don't know.
disable
I think
the
it would make
defense
sense for her
system,
to
but I
eventually
did
delve
manage to put
into
together a temporary
Nicole,
external
but
cockpit. With this, here's the plan.
right now I
Eos
think if they're
fit
gonna
into
do it
the
with anyone, it's
mech's
gonna be
internal
Billy.
cockpit to bypass, or rather, trick its defense protocols. Meanwhile, Proxy, of course, since we haven't cracked
But
the
it feels
core
like
defense
Nicole's
system,
just there.
you'll probably struggle to control it at
I
first.
don't-
That's why
I mean,
you'll
like-
need to improve control and compatibility through training, modifying, and real combat.
I can understand that, but she... And maybe because this isn't really talked about, it's kind of easy to brush this over, but she literally found Ambi, like, passed out and took care of her until she was, like, fine enough to actually do things. And she kind of did the same thing with Billy, although his case was a little different. So although she's kind of just there, she did find the two of them, take care of them while they were hurt and recovering. And that's probably why they're so loyal to her, even though, admittedly, she's kind of not the most best boss ever. She does care about them, but yeah. I mean, she's Nicole. So, she is kind of just there, but everyone has a reason for being with Nicole, if that makes any sense.
Once we hit 100% control, we'll have full command over the mech, including its defense.
Can you guarantee EOS?
To be honest, I can't. But if it completely loses control,
Don't worry, Proxy. If it really comes down to it,
I'll also be monitoring everything closely. Proxy.
All right.
But yeah.
I'll give it a
And
shot.
I know that this might be a stretch, but Nicole actually resembles a hollow Void Hunter very closely. Although the Void Hunter I'm talking about has wings, so like maybe a distant cousin relative, like maybe because I think those two are the only characters in the game that have pink hair and they both happen to look very similar. That could just be a coincidence. I don't know. But I feel like Nicole does have the option. Like, she has avenues that she can take to be more than just someone that found Andy and found Billy. Although she didn't find Billy. But, you know. Okay. Interesting. Okay. The golden mecha can switch between melee and ranged modes, with melee mode set as the default when entering combat. In melee mode, the golden mecha primarily attacks with punches and kicks. Press S to launch a punch. Press the EX to perform a ground sound. Hold EX to execute a charged kick. Anyways, I'm going to be off. See ya. Thank you for stopping by, Xavier. I do really appreciate it. Talk to you later. When hitting enemies, EOS can accumulate heat. When heat reaches maximum, EOS's next punch will deal significant increased damage. Press S, there, I guess the R, to aim and launch your fists, entering range mode. Okay. Okay. So this is basically gotcha. So I can do this. You just do this over and over and over again. Okay. Oh, the EX bar is the fuel. I gotcha. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we're just building up heat. Now we get that, and that's... Okay, that's a lot of damage. Okay, so even in range mode is... Interesting. I love seeing EOS in there. It's hilarious. This could be a really fun event. This has the potential to be a very fun event. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a story-based one. This might take a bit to complete. That's insane. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it does feel heat really fast. So I wonder if I can... I don't think I can use this to parry. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. I just have to, like, time it awkwardly. Like, I have to be in the action already, so I kind of have to full commit to it. Okay.
How's it feel, Proxy? Are you getting used to it?
Chris, wait.
The oxygen supply system is failing. Oh no.
No, don't jump the gun. I just didn't have time to catch my breath.
Well, as long as it's not...
I knew it. In your eyes,
I've run 97 simulations in my head. The max defense protocols were designed to resist X. The way it's responding, is the problem worse than we thought?
Interesting.
I think you might
She
be
didn't
right.
ignore that. She
Its
didn't
voice
disregard the comment,
sounds
though.
Really
I mean, she did
welcoming?
disregard it, but I think she
Almost a
acknowledged
little
it.
Too welcoming. From the moment I synced with it, it started blasting some dance music from the old civilization, and kept repeating stuff like, "Welcome the dist-" Could it be some kind of ID?
Maybe it's just something its original owner programmed in. Some people in the field like their mech to address them in certain ways for a...
Master...
My Proxy, you came up with that awfully quickly. Is that...
Absolutely not. Don't make me sound like a weird...
Oh, I get it. But with a mech design this quirky
She
and its
can't-
programming
Grace is
so
so interesting.
impeccable, I feel like this child's original owner must have been someone like me.
Did you just compliment...
Please!
Wait, Yixuan?
Manager?
Julian, are you training a new
Wait.
bamboo?
I do like these events where they just bring in a whole bunch of characters. This one seems a little interesting.
Surely you're kidding. My schedule is...
Oh, well, we found the bamboo.
Oh, you're a feisty one.
Excuse me.
Suspect. Surely, what did it do? Steal electricity? Bully other bamboo?
Destroyer of humanity
What
probably
kind of
did something
crime
worse
could
than
something
steal
this
electricity.
adorable
Disturbing public... It strolled into the shopping district, drew a massive crowd, and completely blocked traffic. We brought it in for questioning, and instead of cooperating, it started yelling at us.
Golden Mecha 01.
Golden Mecha.
Little guy, you sure you lost a... That's a shame. I thought you might actually be its real owner.
I mean, I'm sure if you cleaned it.
Cheap knockoff? Did you just call my work a cheap knockoff? Oh, little guy. Sounds like you're suffering from hollow-induced delusions.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. I know.
Hiding behind the office is crazy.
Poor little guy.
Bamboo destroying
Yeah.
humanity. That sounds
Suspect, mind your words. Under new Eridu Public Safety Law, Article 132, threats against Manager Grace. I'll take it back to public security.
Wait. Somehow it feels like.
Okay then. Maybe the Bangu's based off of the manga that Billy read, to then. So that's why it's thinking like this, maybe? Because he's like based off of that character or that event. I don't know. That would actually be pretty heckin' nice. Um. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure eventually we can get all of it. Oh, we can choose to upgrade them as well. Okay, cool. Gotcha, gotcha. Interesting. I don't think... I'm not too... I mean, I've only done one combat, so I don't really know. I mean, it's much faster than the punches, but I'm also not accumulating heat. So maybe if there was a way for me to upgrade, like... There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be a funny wipeout screen. Okay, there we go. Wait a minute, why wouldn't they? No, wait, hold on. I thought it was like modified. Never mind. Hold on. I want to go back. I want to go back. Let me out. No, please. Oh, is this where I could steal his mech and be golden? Yeah, no, I wanna hold on. Cool, so this will do a lot. Okay, so now my punches should do... I should be able to do damage faster. My DPS has been increased, and then I do have an ult now, which is nice. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to utilize my counter a lot.
Grace, is this also part of your plan?
Whoa, what a pretty little child! I've never seen it before, though. Watch out, Proxy. It's up to no good.
I figured as much.
That's some pretty good damage.
Careful, Proxy. It's switching up its moves. Dodge them!
I should win this. Oh. What? I don't have lasers. Why don't I have I want lasers. Yeah, there we go. I win. Interesting.
No one told me test driving a...
Proxy.
I'm fine, don't worry.
What a remarkable...
Yeah. Grace does not care about us at all.
Is it just me, or is there some kind of noise? You don't...
It'd be pretty cool if we could have this guy work in our shop. Like, just kind of have him chill out, maybe, just as like a, hey, this event happened.
Hey, like I said, we can hear you. Indie music? You mean the dance music blasting in the cockpit? Wow.
Dang.
It was just a figure of speech.
It's our delusional little guy.
Our delusional
No
little guy.
wonder. I thought I saw a small golden ball bouncing around in the...
Hercules. That's a pretty good name for a Bangu, actually. I quite like that.
That's a pretty...
The great little guy. Did you really design this mech? How'd you do it?
Although I think the way this is going, Grace is going to be the end up one. Gonna be the one to keep the Bangu.
It must be the Unit 01 you were talking about. If you're actually its owner, then sure. But if this is all just your delusion, then... But don't worry, I'll be very gentle.
Yeah, we're not handing you anything.
Sorry
Why
to
would we
interrupt,
give you the
but
mech?
I'm pretty sure we...
Yeah,
You're thinking out loud again. Have you been asleep?
I wonder who does the voice acting for the Bangus. I wonder if it's just one person or if it's like a bunch of different people, but like, can you imagine the script for the Bangus? It's just, it's like kind of like Ewoks from Star Wars.
Huh?
Oh yeah, chugga chugga.
I was expecting some kind of trash talk, but you just...
Little guy, are you sure you want to keep fighting?
Anton?
Huh? Nothing.
Try looking
That's
down.
crazy. I mean, Anton and Ben are very tall, but that's crazy. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be the storyline of this event. Interesting. Ashes mode. What is Ashes mode? There is no respawn. Okay. Recommended loadout. The loadout, yeah, because I'll have more modes, I guess. Okay, cool. So, I wonder what's stopping me from maxing out one. And then I could just, like, reset the page and then go into the other two if needed. So, like, what's stopping me, you know? Interesting. I see, okay. So I think I'm gonna do that one. Oh. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, hold on. And we'll just unlock. Okay, so we have everything unlocked. Okay, cool, cool. So that's interesting. Okay, okay, hold on. I don't want to. I don't want to reset any of those. But yeah, okay, this is gonna be interesting. So now we have more ways to counter, which is really nice. Okay, I was just way off on the timing on that. Was that a counter? Was that a successful counter? I don't know. Oh, that's cheating. Got him. Okay, got him again. Okay. Ooh. This... Okay, there's two... I'm assuming this guy's the one that has the second phase. Okay, probably. Shibromium, hello, it's good to see you. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, this should be easier. There we go. This. That. Okay, yeah, so this guy has the second base. This guy's the second base. Sweet, okay. Darkrai. One of the best mythicals, if I may add. Doing pretty good. Just got informed that I got an A on my engineering final. Well, that's fantastic. I've heard that engineering is very difficult. Ow. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. Now you get to relax, and I'm assuming you play Zenless. Lots of fun events out at the moment. Okay, I got him that time. There we go. Woo! A lot of formulas you have to know in critical thinking. Yeah, I think I'm good playing my video game. But I do know someone who is doing and pursuing engineering, and it's a lot. It really is. So you should be very happy with yourself. And an A is a huge achievement. Huge achievement. All right, sweet. Complete the prerequisite mission. Talk to Billy. Oh well, here's Billy. I'm trying to get back into this. I recently pulled Astra. Very big pickup. Very, very strong character. Man. Yeah. Astra's very strong. You should be very happy. He's very, very good. So you're trying to get it back into Zenless. Did you? Maybe did you stop because of school? Maybe. But I mean, that was like a really good time to get into it. I mean, 2.0 rewards and all of the stuff that's associated with it. You're gonna get a lot of resources very quickly. So that'll be really fun. I stopped because of HSR. That's fair. That's fair. So you also play HSR? I think that might be the... This. Because I can do this. Oh, I'm struggling because I don't know who to pick on Selector. Selector for HSR or Selector for Zenless? I can definitely help if you'd wish. That's pretty solid. Actually, this whole section's actually probably gonna be really strong. Yeah. ZZZ, would you like my input? Or just kind of... Because I would recommend you test run everyone before you pick, regardless of who you think, you know, like who you're gonna want to pick. But I can kind of point you in the right direction if you wish. Okay. Okay. I would appreciate some input. Okay. So what kind of characters do you have that you like using? That will kind of help me narrow down a list for you. Gotcha, nerd. Bonk. This event's very fun. I really like this. This is gonna be amazing. So you did just get Astra, so maybe you probably don't need. Well, it depends. I have some options that I have. Okay, I definitely want to upgrade armor mode. Armor mode sounds sick. That's not too bad, actually. That's really good. This page is something I'm gonna want to max out now. I probably could reset my combat one because I don't use flight at all. Probably reset combat. Okay, good. I'm glad that it hit the big guy that I actually care about hitting. I cannot wait to get a list of every character Guy owns, because I'm gonna do the best I can. to make sure you have the best account possible. Because, like, I guess I should also ask, do you care about clearing endgame content? Like, is that something you like to do? You like to try and do endgame content, like, full clear it every time? I kind of like this one, this alt. I only really, the only really DPS characters I have is Haramasa. His playstyle is eh. Other than that, I have the Cunning Hairs, including Nikomata, Hypercorin, Panda, Ben, Seth, Vulture, and Anton. Okay, cool. So, let's see what we can work with here. Let's see what we can work with here. That's not what I want. I want this one. Reset config. Okay, so
This is the path I
I'm
follow.
going to just the Bangbu will get to last because the Bangbu kind of depends on who you have. Okay,
Eradicate
I'm
all
interested mostly because I have combat gamer. Okay, so it sounds like you're probably going to want to get into endgame at some point, but you only really have one-ish team. You could, okay, so you could technically have two teams, depending on if you want to use Anton, Corin, or Billy. Anton or Billy's probably your best bet. I personally started playing the game with Corin. I like her a lot. But if you can't reliably stun very well, she kind of falls off in damage. So are you opposed to playing Anton? Like if I made you an Anton team, would you consider it, or do you want me to look at your other options? And you have Piper, but you don't have any other anomaly character. You have Panda. But Panda's...
Do you want me to fight? Or cook?
Ultra could be kind of okay.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
Okay. So then it sounds like... Okay. So a few thoughts already have started flowing into my brain. You have Haramas, but I don't really like it. I consider it. I need to learn how to do his tech better. Okay. So then I can give you... Why don't I start with two teams, and then if you're like... Because I have three in mind that I could give you, but let's start with the two ones that I think is probably going to be your best option for clearing endgame. With that said, let me pull this up so that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so you actually have Astra, which is good because Astra is the best support in the game. Now, granted, there's only 2 S-rank supports, but she can be put on literally any team you want, and she will do well. So, if you want Haramasa, you're looking at...
This is the path
Where are you? So this is what your team would look like as of right now.
All evil.
Haramasa, Astra Yao,
This is the path
and then if you have Qinghe, if you plan on getting her, I don't know what your pulling plan is, but if you do end up liking this team, your end game would be Qinghe. However, where are you?
Standing by.
Ambi would be a decent option. And then I don't have Plug Boo, but Plug Boo you'd want to be put here. The other option would be Electric Boo. So I don't know if you have Plug Boo. Plug Boo would be better. That is an S-rank Bang Boo. And I would kind of play the teams. If you like the team and you want to use it for a while, it would be worthwhile trying to go for the S-rank Bang Boo. If you try out the team and you're kind of like, meh, I would invest. This is an A rank. You can get these kind of just by doing stuff. So that's your first team. Like, Astra's going to be Chef's Kiss. She's going to do fantastic. Ambi will allow you to stun pretty well. Then, obviously, Haramas is going to be the only person that's going to be doing a lot of damage, so it will heavily rely on him. Then your second team, which would rely on picking your character for the selector. So this would be using the selector you have on this character. But she's very solid. I guess we could try Nekomata, but I personally am not a huge fan of Nekomata. Um, so, but if you were to pick,
all evil.
where are you? You're somewhere. Soldier
Awaiting
11.
further instructions.
You could then run.
This is the path I follow.
You don't have Ben. You do have Ben. Sweet.
How can I help?
So then you could run.
Eradicate.
And that's
Could
the
you
wrong
make
pink haired lady.
something?
Cool.
My services are
You,
expensive.
and then do we have Rocket Boo? I do not have Rocket Boo. Rocket Boo would want to be here. I've been using that first team. It's all right. I don't really like Harumasa's combat. Okay, so then I'll leave that there as like an option for you. If you don't like Harumasa's combat, I'm one of those people that's like, cool, clearing endgame is one of my objectives, but I don't want to do it with characters I don't like to play because that's not fun. And the games are supposed to be fun, so we can scrap this team. We can get rid of it.
Go ask my colleagues.
Is the concert starting?
So we can scrap this.
Ready
We can
for
get rid of
combat.
it. I don't know if I can just make it. So this is another option. Soldier 11, I would again recommend testing beforehand, but she's a really solid DPS that you can get from this selector. And she would be, I believe, a different playstyle than Harumasa. With that said, test it because it would be using your selector. She's really solid, so it wouldn't be like the end of the world. But if you want to save your selector for someone else, we can find something else for you. And then again, the Bang Boo. You would want Rocket Boo here. I unfortunately don't have Rocket Boo because he's an S rank. And different option would be Sumo Boo if you have him, so he could be run here.
Need something? Go ask my colleagues.
And then I want to make you a third team because you don't like Harumasa. I want to kind of. Do you like Nekomata? Because like I'm kind of leaning towards either Nekomata or Ben, or not Ben, Billy, as like the third option. Or do either of those two characters sound like someone you'd be willing to try? Ben or I keep saying Ben, Billy, or Korin, not Korin, Nekomata. I like Korin. Probably not good to take an endgame. I'll try not, like personally, I'm not a big fan of Nekomata. So I would pick Billy out of the two just because I like Billy. Nekomata, I believe, does slightly more damage, which means endgame would go slightly easier. But we will make a Nekomata team. We are going to do our maybe that. There we go. Okay, cool. So, and you're actually in luck because now I don't have Nekomata, so like I can't put her here, but just pretend this is Nekomata right here. But Nekomata's its first slot. Pretend that that's her. He looks significantly different. But
My
so her
loyalty lies with the winner.
premium team you can actually make right now, which is very, very nice.
Cunning hairs are here.
Hyper meta, right? Literally. Unfortunately, I don't have Bang Volverboo, but you would want the Bang Volverboo here if you have the S rank. If not, that's okay because Sumaboo also works. There's quite a bit of Bang Boo that work for this. Sumaboo works, Explore Boo, which I don't think I have. I don't have Explore Boo, but Lucky Boo also works. Lucky Boo, that's Cry Boo. He also works. And then Emilion, which is this one right here. But that's Avakaboo. Avakaboo works and Emilion also works. I do not have Emilion, unfortunately. Oh, there's Explore Boo. So yeah, this one has a lot of variation. This one has a lot of Bang Boo potential for the A ranks because they're all pretty solid. You already have the premium team, like air quote premium team, for Nekomata, so you'd be able to like these are the characters that you're going to be using with her for a very long time because there's no one better. So again, just Pretend Nekomata is Piper. Piper, I don't have Nekomata, so just pretend. But yeah. Because, I mean, and the good thing about it is Nicole's a really good support for a lot of different teams. So you'd be able to kind of just... Upgrading Nicole would be a good thing regardless, because she could be used on multiple teams. I was told you need M6 Ultra for her to be good. I don't know who told you that. I mean,
This is the path I
is she
follow.
as good as the S rank stuns? No. No, she's not. With that said, because of how spastic Nikomata is, like, she's all over the field all the time. The reason why Pulcher is being selected here is because she can apply stun multipliers while being off field, so she can keep up with Nikomata. I do have her at... Where is the 6? There it is. Rending Claw and Nightmare Claw increase damage by 50%. Yeah, so this just basically increases her days. So would she be much better at M6? Well, yeah, every character would be. But it's not necessary. The amount of days that she would apply compared to Trigger is considerable. But it is an S rank versus an A rank. And
my loyalty lies with the winner.
Because she applies stun off field, you would be able to be Nekomata longer, which means more damage. So, like, yeah, sure, you could stun them faster if you used, like, Lycon or something to be example. But you would have to actively be Lycon the entire time instead of being Nekomata, applying days, and doing damage, if that makes any sense. So, it's kind of a give and take. Eventually, because she is an A rank, you will get her at M6. It's just going to happen. So as you pull, she'll naturally get better. But, you know, because, like, you could use Ambi if you want to use Ambi. She's a pretty good stun, but I don't think you have any other... You don't have an S rank stun, so it doesn't really matter. Because, like, over her and Ambi, she would be better because she, again, follows Nekomata. She does stun outside of her being on field. So that's why. Eventually, yes, it would be nice to get her to M6. I would not recommend pulling specifically for her, though, because A ranks you could theoretically just never get because it's all energy. But yeah, that's why that team is what it is. That's why that's specifically that team. I feel like such a nerd every time I talk about this, but you gotta know this stuff. I guess you don't have to. You could just take my word for it, but yeah. So that's one team. Would you like another one? I could probably try and get you one with Billy. Because I feel like your selector should be. So when I think about the selector, Rena's always my #1 recommendation because she's a very solid support that can be used in conventional DPS like this one, or she can be used in Anomaly like this one. So she can be used in both. Unironically, we just had this discussion. What I recommend saying for Miyabi, yes. She is my favorite character. She is the funnest character in the game to play, in my opinion. And she is the strongest out of everyone. If you were to put it on tier list, she would be tier S. Everyone would be tier A. Every other DPS would be tier A. Not to undermine other DPS. There are other DPS that are literally... If you look at Broadwind, Miyabi is tier 0. There are 4 other DPS that are tier 0.5. So Miyabi is 0.5 stronger than everyone else. But yes, she's very strong. You can use her in every team comp, Anomaly, Quick Swap, main conventional DPS. You can use her on all of those teams. But again, I would recommend trying her first. So, like, saving for her wouldn't be a bad idea, but if you end up getting to her and you don't like her playstyle, you don't have to pull for her. But yes, I was talking to my... Because I'm streaming on YouTube as well. I was talking to my YouTube chat earlier that Miyabi is so strong, and she's been the strongest character in the game for 3-4 patch updates. And it's really great. Like, I don't know. Like, the difference between her and Yixuan and Evelyn, the damage isn't, like, super different, but it is noticeable. I would also like to mention I'm probably being slightly biased because when I started playing the game, I didn't do a single pull until Yanagi came out because Yanagi wants to be with Miyabi.
Eradicate all
Um,
evil.
so I effectively saved all of my pulls since the start of the game until she released for the first time. So I am slightly biased. Keep that in mind, but it's worth it in my opinion. In that case, would it be beneficial to pull Rena? I've heard that her engine is hyper specific. Her engine is yes. So when you start the game, you get a free S rank at 50 pulls on standard. And I got Rena. So her W engine is obviously her best engine for her, because that makes sense. A good alternative is actually this one. Launching a chain attack or ultimate increases all squad members' attack by 12% for 10 seconds. This effect can be triggered every 20 seconds. Passive effects of the same name do not stack. So, excuse me. This is really good if you're using a conventional stun. It's not super good if you're using Anomaly because Anomaly kind of just ignores the stun multiplier. It just kills them outright. But yeah, and that's probably where they're coming from. Her second best option is, I believe, a battle pass. So if you don't want to spend money, you just can't get that one. So this is a really good alternative, but it only works in one team, if that makes sense, because Arena can actually be built for Anomaly and Conventional. But with this, it only really works with Conventional because you don't really stun with Anomaly. So I would recommend her in general. She's such a good support. But because you have Astra, it might be more important for you to use the Selector on maybe a second DPS, or if you plan on, or if you want to play a conventional stun team, maybe getting Kaleda or Lycon would be higher on your priority list. But yeah, and I played Rena since the start of the game because she was my first like 50 early, and I used her with a B rank W engine, and she was doing fantastic. Now, of course, she has her specific W engine because I picked that as the W engine for the event, for the 2.0 event. So. I'm throwing a lot of information at you. If you need me to slow down and reiterate, I can do that. Don't hesitate to ask or tell me. There we go. We're gonna max that out so I get more shields. You're good? Gotcha. I would recommend Rena, but again, if you want to do that Soldier 11 team, I don't think you would regret it either, because she's also very strong. But I think, honestly, most of the PD characters in Zenless are actually pretty good. The only one I really just would say just don't get is unironically Nekomata, because you already have her. You don't want to double up on one when you could get a new character. But yeah. You have a lot of options. I only gave you 2 teams, so if you'd like, I can make you teams for Grace, I can make you teams for Lycon, Kaleda, whatever it is that you want. I can do my best. Because with what I don't know how far into the game you actually are. But from my understanding, you're kind of just looking for a team to kind of carry you through everything until you can get, into the end-game content. So, okay, this guy's annoying. I'm just gonna shoot him. I just unlocked discs. Yeah, so you're probably looking for, and I hope you, again, you play HSR, so I'm assuming you're not, like, completely new to the Hoyo games. But I would recommend not spending too much energy on discs until you get the option to get S rank discs reliably. In the meantime, try and upgrade your character's level and talents and things like that. Yeah. No, give me that. Yeah, I started Genshin in 2021. There we go. Yeah, so you know some of the tips and tricks. You do. So that, I mean, that's kind of just what you need. You need a team to carry you through the mid to the end game, so you actually start getting those resources. I lose this, chat. I'm definitely going to lose this. Oh, that hurt. Finally got the parry. Yeah. So, and you said you play HSRs. So do I. You know, funnily enough. Because that wouldn't be obvious. Are you a day one HSR player? There we go. Okay, I didn't lose, surprisingly. I kind of had to stop talking, though. Billy. I love Billy.
Are you the owner? Then you must know that the mech in Starlight Night Season 5, Episode 372 at the 15-minute mark was totally based on this mech! So tell me, when you designed it, were you inspired by sci-fi comics?
As expected of the biggest action movie fan. Billy, you've changed the vibes completely.
I pre-registered, but Genshin took up all my time until 3.0, and I had to make a new account to link my Hoyo lab. Oh, yeah. That's fair. So, are you still a huge Genshin player, yeah?
Huh? Oh, nah. It showed up for like 15 seconds before Starlight Night. But for a villain mech, it held
Yeah,
up much better
that's
than
really
most.
unfortunate.
It even made Starlight
Luckily enough,
Night
Inforious characters are really strong, so you will, if you get them, you'll have no problem breezing through content.
Still talking big, huh, little guy?
I haven't really played since I restarted HSR. That's also fair. HSR is a very good game. I like it a lot. Especially if you're like starting new, you have all of Bellabog to do, which is so good. Lawfu has some setting up, but it also gets good, and the Penaconies peak out through the entire way through. So like, you're in for a
I didn't know
treat.
you're the kind of bamboo that actually pays people for their time. I kind of thought you just... You've got it all wrong. Bangbu have always been humans' friends in New Eridu.
External high voltage has scrambled your circuits. If it's not taken care... You're being delusional again, little guy. Let me
I
help
have
you.
most of the Inforious characters, minus Anaxa, Aglaia, and Hyacine. I'm waiting for 3.4 story. So am I. I am so excited for the 3.4 story. It's gonna be so good.
Huh. I thought a feisty little guy like you. Relax. I just cleaned up your circuits a little.
I'm also skipping Cypher. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Cypher exists to buff Acheron I mean, she does other things, of course. But she kind of does just buff Acheron a lot. So if you don't have Acheron, it makes sense to just not get Cypher, which is kind of unfortunate because Cypher is my favorite Euphorious character. But I also don't have Acheron, so there's no point in me getting her either. I have E2. You have E2 Acheron, and you're not. Well, do you have Xiao Xiao? Question mark? Do you have Xiao Xiao?
Always been friends with humans, just like the proxy said.
Looking forward to your next visit. It'll help us improve our training.
No, but I'm skipping. Is it for Saber? Saber? Maybe? Yeah. I'm really excited to see what they do. I probably won't have the Stellar Jades to pull for her. But I'm excited to see what they do with her.
Is something on your mind?
That little guy. Hercules. Proxy, let's wrap up today's training.
Interesting. I have 260 pulls and counting. Very nice. You are going to get Saber. Are you gonna go for her Lycon as well or no? E1, S1, Bear. You want Eidolon? I know a lot of people are really hyped for them. Her E1 is busted. I don't look at leaks, so I don't know what her E1 is. Usually the E1s are very, very strong. Um, with that said, you're the first person. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You're the first person I know that's going for an Eidolon. A lot of the people that come in do really want Saber, but they don't want to do the whole Eidolon thing. But that's interesting. I mean, she's going to be really strong, obviously. But and I'll probably understand when she comes out and I know what her Eidolons do. Funny thing, I want for a Saber E6 motivated by job hunt. That's fair. I mean, you gotta get that bread. I respect it. Yeah. But I mean, I also need to pull Sunday, so after I get E1, that's when I'll go for Sunday. Gotcha. Yeah, he's also very good. So yeah, that's a really good polling plan. Billy's great. That's why I can't charge, because did I reset this? I don't think so. Why did this reset? Interesting. Okay. And after that, I need E1 Trivi. So, you don't have to get Eidolons for characters to be good. The most recent patch, like batch of characters, like with Nymphorius, Hoyo has been making their E1s very strong, specifically for that reason. So that, you know, you're more inclined to pull for them because it's the E1S one. It's really, really good. But Trivi and those kinds of characters really don't need their Eidolons to do exceptionally well. Obviously, it does help, but in my head, and you're free to play how you wish, but in my head, I would prefer to have another character over an Eidolon. With the exception of Miyabi. But that's... I mean, that's a different game, of course. I'm not winning this one, chat. Yep. Why did it get rid of my counter stuff? I'm far past free to play, and I just and that that's fine. Like, because I'm free to play, I always try to give my advice in needs of free to play fashion. Because obviously, if you're okay spending money, you can get any character that you wish. But I just don't like. I myself, because I am free to play, do not want to tell other people to spend on the game, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I don't know why this was not maxed. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, I get you. Yeah. But of course, if you're fine with that, then you can get every character in the game you want. Like, that part doesn't matter to you. The hardest part's gonna be relics. Getting all the relics for the characters? Ugh. You get relics. Yep. Relics and maybe energy with trying to get all the characters. That I honestly don't know. But yeah. Because like because when I do my summons, I only pull for characters when I have the enough to guarantee character and like them, so I don't pull very often. So that gives me a lot of time to build the characters that I do have, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this part's going to suck. Except for the fact that I don't think he can hit me until he does that. I really hope I can break his foot. Nope, doesn't want to. Okay, cool. Okay. I feel like, because I mean, and to be fair, in Zenless I spent 3 months worth of energy and I didn't get very many good relics for the character I just got, so like, still have to build them, yippee! I can understand that. Yeah, this guy's not that bad. I say that until he goes into his phase 2. That's going to not be fun. I wish there's a way to buff this thing's damage, because, like, if it did slightly more damage, this would be so good. Probably why they don't let it do more damage than it already does. Yeah. Like, I did a stream with HSR, not HSR, Zenless a while back, where I spent like 100 trail, the equivalent of condensed resin. And I got pretty good artifact pieces. Now, to be fair, I spent most of it upgrading, like, their level and their skill and stuff. So, you know, to be fair to that. But yeah, the rest of it, nothing. Yeah, this is just not a boss I want to get close to. Like, it'll just hurt too much. Come on. I'm very surprised that I've not broken a leg yet. I really hope that I would have been able to do that by now. Maybe I can't in this specific boss fight. I need to do this. Did it, like, blow up? How did it happen? Okay, fine. I don't want to... Do I just respec everything into the gun? Because, like... I feel like that's what I have to do. I have to respec... I mean, like, it's fine, because I can always respec it back. But, like, this thing, you want to use the brawl mode. You don't want to use the fight mode. I need more of these things. Yeah, there's no way to increase the damage either, so I'm just kind of like stuck doing no damage. But I don't know how you're supposed to be able to fight that thing up close, because it's just so much continuous damage, it's insane. This doesn't want to... There we go. I have to, like, anticipate when he's gonna do something. Yeah, it's like anticipate when you need to do something. I can't just do it when the light shows up. Yeah, I kind of too much on that one. Yeah, I didn't even want to try and parry that. I would have died. Dude, getting the parry from this thing is so difficult. Because you can only do it when you're attacking, but you can't stop yourself from attacking to do it. So you either attack anticipating he's going to attack, and then miss the window. Or you just kind of sit around, do nothing, and you can't do it because you're not attacking. That's so strange. I guess it would make sense to do this, and then unlock everything. Okay. Pulse barrage? What? Okay, so this is how you increase the flight one. This is what I needed beforehand. Okay, I see. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I technically did it too early. That's why it didn't let me have it. Yeah, so this is significantly better than... like, this is just better already. Yeah, this is so much better. That was... yeah. Okay. There's no shot. It locks my brawl mode, but it doesn't give me my things to upgrade anything. That's crazy. This is probably better. There we go. I also probably want to upgrade the base level. I I don't like how it just snaps off when you do that, and then it's like snaps back on. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, this is really strong. That one's insane. Yeah, so fly mode's now significantly better. So, yeah, because now it just does more damage. Because I want more damage. Okay, we can go ahead and start mid-range fire. Oh yeah, that's so much more damage. This is what I needed in the other one. But it just... Yeah, so now I feel like I can do that one easier now. Yeah, but I cannot quick dodge while I'm doing this. That does so much damage. That is so much more than my other ult. So fast.
Execution continue.
Yeah, like this is by far the better one. That's insane. Yeah, because now I have a way to actually use my heat. That's probably okay. That's probably a good idea. This is interesting. Is he throwing money at me? Oh, now he's... Okay, there we go.
Not right. Proxy, keep your distance.
Yeah, this is insane. This mode is insane. Like, I can keep doing this. I don't have to stop. Why is this so not balanced? Mecha fight? Yeah, that... Okay.
Manager, why do I...
So Zenless has some really good events. This one included. Like, they have some really wacky, crazy ones.
Don't fall for it, Proxy. It'll be bad if he changes his mind after getting inside.
Grace?
She'll probably let him.
Yes, Proxy?
You were the one who convinced me to take the gamble last time. Now we're just one step away. Do you want to keep going?
I'd like to settle this peacefully, but it feels like maybe little guy really has changed his...
What do you say, Billy?
Billy doesn't care.
Huh? Me? You're asking me to decide?
Yeah, right.
Usually I just do what Nicole says. Is everyone waiting? Oh, okay, but I still don't get what this golden bamboo is. Did I say something? Your most treasured legacy? That old comic book?
Right. Yeah.
Wait, does that mean we're fighting now? Manager, I think I just screwed up the negotiation. Oh, not everyone, I guess.
I love Billy.
You heard, whatever your name is, Bang Boo! This time, you're...
Yep.
Well, no need to ask Anton
Someone
to
disassemble that
anymore.
Bang Boo. No, there's no
Pretty
shot Grace
quickly.
wouldn't let you. She's gonna keep it as a pet for like the next 3 years.
Wait, that last line. That's straight up.
Little guy, you never disabled the attack mode on the back. When the proxy asked for my opinion earlier, I had... So there wasn't a single moment where you actually considered making peace with us?
Yeah. See. I feel like when he's out talking, someone could like slip behind the Bang Boo, like smack an EMP on it, and he wouldn't be able to go anywhere. I know, right? The audacity of this Bang Boo.
I'm just not cut out for negotiations.
Manager, let's be real. Man, I don't get it.
The comic.
I was really hoping there was still a way to get him to change his mind.
Like I'm saying, he's literally just a Bang Boo trained on that comic model. If you find the comic,
But at this
you get
point,
all the answers.
looks like
You get
final
the
battle is
answers.
inevitable.
But
Proxy?
we're not going to do that yet, because we run a video store, not a comic shop. But that was pretty good. Maybe if he was trained on VHS, it would be easier. Well, I mean, we would have the answers. Actually, Wise would have the answers
This is the
immediately.
path I
Because,
follow.
I mean, we're video store manager. No, I don't want to go there. I'm already there. I know where this is. I want to take the rewards. Cool. Okay, so today, chat, we weren't able to get done as much as I wanted to, but we actually finished an event, and this one's pretty long, and I think the other one we have to do is also pretty long. So, yeah, we're just gonna have to. Although this is pretty cool. Defense. When a squad member's issues. That one's really good, actually. Shy, if you end up using Ben, this might be pretty good for him. A straight up damage reduction is insane. But unfortunately, I do have to end stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I will be live again tomorrow. I'm fairly certain I'm gonna be streaming Zenless. If not, it'll be Withering Waves. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Zenless because I have more events to do. So thank you guys, and I hope to see you tomorrow.